at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Ridder with it after the play fake. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Going play action. Ridder. He'll buy some time right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Ridder going to sneak it, and he will take it in for a Falcon touch. Desmond Ridder, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On play action, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Cousins.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
A good pick up there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Ritter off the play fake.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Desmond Ritter
with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Cousins, eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Run between the tackles with Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Throwing, Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ridder and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Ridder now.
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Ridder back to throw.
Flushed out right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
On play action, here's Ridder.
On the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Desmond Ridder
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-zip.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out to his left.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Ritter on the 4th down try. That is caught.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. Patterson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Back to throw, Ritter.
They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Desmond Ritter
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Falcons are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Patterson running between the tackles, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordarrelle Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Looking deep downfield. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cordarrelle Patterson. As the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it is 42-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Final play of the half. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Falcons. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right.
Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Cousins now on 2nd down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Ritter will set up to throw it.
Steps away. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Ritter now looking to throw it this time.
Pass complete to Bird out right here. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Philip Dorsett with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Falcons extend their lead yet again.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. this one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Second down, Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. Steps away to his left. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Patterson.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Ritter to throw it.
Rolling to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Patterson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year.
And the Falcons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They go play action. Cousins.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once more, they turn to Patterson.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Second down throw coming for Ritter. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth walks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Cousins on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Switch up.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready.
At their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A handoff for Patterson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ridder.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Let's go one more.
Looking to throw it here. Ridder.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Hicks, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Let's go, defense. Black. It's our time. Check.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Slant route, and he's got Addison.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Cousins.
There's Jefferson to pull that in.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Off the play fake, Cousins going for it all. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Ritter throwing on third down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man complete to Miller.
First down, here's Ritter.
Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Patterson.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
One more time with Patterson.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Falcons, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.